Hello and welcome to my review of the Sodesco title, Truck Driver. The way I want to do this is I would like to talk about the game itself, and then I want to lead into some of the pros about the game, a bit of the cons of the game, and so far my overall experience. As I've played now in game time, I probably have about 7.5 hours since its release. The title released on September 19th, so yesterday. So let's begin. Truck Driver is a game where you drive in a fictional world, and you're basically a truck driver, delivering various loads of goods. There's a lot of characters in the game. There's a story to go with it as well. Now, as you can see, I am driving down the road here, and it works very smoothly. Like, the PlayStation 4 that I'm using is the original PlayStation 4 that was released in late 2013. So even being on an older model console, it still runs very smoothly. And I would like to add that it looks beautiful. Now, some of the things about the game that I would like to touch base on is the user interface is very clean. There's various camera modes in the game. You can see that there's in-HUD mirrors, so you can see left and right behind your truck. So you don't have to always pan the camera. You can pan the camera. I do now because I've gotten a little more experience in the game. The soundtrack in it is very, very nice. It definitely adds flair into the game. It's got some very interesting music. As you can see here, I'm turning in, and I'm about to complete a mission. Now, the missions in the game progress over time. You start out with small jobs, then they get bigger and bigger. Sometimes they lead into taking more than one trailer. The parking system presents a really big advantage, because as you can see the bar filling up, it basically tells me that I've parked the trailer at 100%. Now, I'll be dropping off the trailer. Here you can see the menu that I've just opened. Now that is the controls for the entire truck. You can turn the engine on and off. You can navigate through your high beam and low beam. You can navigate your turning signals, and you can navigate warning lights and set your cruise control through that menu. However, using the D-pad and the controller presents a lot easier way of doing things. As you can see, I struggle to turn my truck on, whereas in the control scheme you can just hit down on the D-pad. Another pro that I think the game has is the speech bubbles up there. You can see all the communications between the player or the truck driver and the job owners or the AI is through text messaging, and that really feels like there's some kind of communication between people. Here you can see I've opened up a menu, and basically what it is it's the task. So this will show you whatever you have to do, and it basically presents like a checklist system. Now here you can see the map I've opened. The map does actually feel a little small, but if you stick to the speed limit, so here you can see a whole view of the map. If you stick to the speed limit, the map feels bigger. Here you can see I've opened up a menu with all the skills in it. And these are skills you'll develop over time, depending on what loads you take, there's a lot of factors. How much you drive, how long you drive, distance driving, stuff like that. And here you can see the menu where I've opened up the passive abilities, and the passive abilities will grant you like bonus money and XP and stuff like that. And there's other ones which I still have locked and yet to unlock, so I'll find out more about those later. So, Truck Driver is a game. It's good. Like, basically what I want to get through to people though is this is not an American truck simulator game, or this is not a European truck simulator game like European Truck Sim 2. This is its own thing. This is the first time it's being done on console to this level. It does have its challenges, but it does have its pros. The navigation system in the game is really good. I did have issues at first, however. I felt there was a bit of a lag in the navigation system, but that seems to have worked itself out. So here you can see I'm looking around, and I'm cycling through all the cameras. The issue that underlies, I think, with the camera system is that when you off-center your camera, there is no way to return it to the center position. So you have to cycle through all the cameras. Now you can see I've actually made a mistake. I found out I went into the wrong parking lot, and beep beep, you know what that means. Not very happy. So I'm driving out here now to pick up another trailer. You can make this game as realistic as you want. Like, it does not penalize you for not using your signals. It doesn't. You can basically drive over a sleep thing and then hit the action button for it and then go to sleep and nothing will happen. Same thing with fueling. You do not have to turn your truck off to get fuel. Behind my camera, actually, a bubble just came up where I've increased a skill, and increasing a skill has given me some money. And here you can see the job menu where we are working for a guy. We are delivering some goods for him. Now, this game presents a perfect opportunity when doing this, because what it's doing is you're building relationships with people throughout the game. So you always feel like you're in more of a living kind of world. Here I've turned off my truck to go through the conversation. You can hear the little speech bubbles. Progressing through, you'll get bigger jobs. And bigger jobs mean more of a payout and better customization options. You'll unlock more. So here you can see that I'm going to pick up my trailer. This is one of the issues I have, is that there's no backup beeper, unfortunately, right now. But I'm not going to be harsh on the game just because it's just launched, and they know that there's issues, and they know that there's things that they want to fix. One of the recommendations I have is that with the cameras especially, here you can see the interior actually. I'm actually cycling through the interior. The interior is very well done, I would love to say. Very well done. But back to the camera thing. The thing with the cameras is maybe they can set up like a menu in-game. And, this is the lights. So here we have the lights here, and we're waiting. The lights are very, 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 very fast. So like, as you can see, that car has gone through, and then it's back to red. Anyways, now we're back. So, basically, what I want to suggest with the cameras is that they set up a system where you can select which cameras you would like to use. Because not everyone's going to have different preferences when it comes to cameras and the truck. So here I'm going through the map, and I'm looking for something here. I don't exactly know what I'm doing, but we'll just ignore that and get back to it. As you can see, actually, if you look at the side there where all the yellow icons were, those are all the people you meet throughout the game. So there's a fair amount. And they have a rich backstory where they are brother and sister fighting, ex-lovers, things like that. There's a whole story. If you play the game, you'll know. So, there's a few other things in the game that I think are very, very nice. The scenery is absolutely beautiful. Like, it's awesome. So, driving around, because you don't have to take a mission. Sometimes I've actually found myself once or twice just driving around exploring the world. And that's all right. Exploring the world, like you look at the scenery and it's so amazing. Anyways, getting off task here. I always get caught up in the scenery, I'm not going to lie. There is customization to each truck. I'm not very big personally on customizing my truck. I like more of a stock kind of look. So, but there is customization options where you can add a different look to your truck. You can paint your truck and make it different. Then it really makes your truck its own. Now, looking at other things in the game, you can get speeding tickets. You can get tickets for running red lights. That has happened to me several times. But yeah, that's what I would like to say about Truck Driver. If I was to give it a score out of 10, I would have to say it's probably about a 7.5 out of 10. It's good, and it just launched for the PlayStation, so I couldn't expect like the full shebang like in American Truck Simulator or European Truck Simulator. But at the same time, I kind of expected a little more from it, not gonna lie. But I feel like it's living up to it, and the developers have announced that there is many things they would like to do with the game. They've actually stated that they've created a list for it. So, should you buy this game? Should you wait for it or whatever? Like, I personally say buy it if you're into this sort of thing, because I think it hosts something for everybody, whether it be the unique loads in the game, or the character build up, or just the storyline in general. It does present a very nice, unique tracking experience for the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Remember to like and subscribe. Leave a comment, as this is the first review I've done, so I want to know how I've done. I want feedback. Feedback is good. Also, in the description, I will be putting all the steering wheels that work with the game. I, however, don't use the steering wheel. I'm currently using the controller. So, it does work with the steering wheel. The force feedback is good from what I've heard from other people. So we'll leave that be at where it is. Thank you for watching my review of the Truck Driver title. Like I said, remember to like and subscribe. Let me know how I've done. Thank you very much for watching my review, and I hope everybody enjoys their day. Also, I will be leaving the rest of this video up just so that you can just watch gameplay, because after all, it's important to see what you might buy, right? Cheers.